where one got out and I lost 3,000 lives, or something like that, because it scales. Have you done 2 tower chimps yet? I've heard about it. I've never seen that in the menus. Is that like a custom thing?
There is no bloom.
I'm slowing the game down. I'm using hold to arms.
Everything.
Oh god, I just used a scream. I thought it was over. Oh, those aren't fortified. That should be okay. That should be okay. Yeah. Hidden achievement. Wait, so you just play chimps and you only use 2 towers and then you get an achievement for it? Is that what you're saying?
There is no bloom.
Is there an achievement for each map, or is it just 1 achievement total? Also, I think what I want to do now is I want to sell this guy and get super glue. So now this glue does not do the same damage that the other one did. However, it will completely immobilize or slow all but the biggest of Moabs on application. So see how slow they are right now? That's because of him, which gives Sai a lot more time. Just a single achievement. Interesting. So I'm assuming most people would do like hero plus 1 more thing. I know Geraldo can solo up to 80, but you buy a lot of stuff from his shop. So I mean, it seems like he would be a good candidate for that.
Even mountains crumble.
Dude, whatever the range is of his knockback Kylie, it's way longer than his normal attack range. You guys see this? There's like a little like spark thing he's throwing that's just like way longer than his normal range.
There is no bloom.
Oh. Okay, I think we're good. I almost have enough. It wouldn't be a super powerful one, but I almost have enough for... Let me see. So its power is based on... a Paragon's power is based on the pops that they've done, like as a type. And honestly, all of them combined is less than 1 million. Sai's done 2 million, he's done 1. But you also get some power for how many of these suckers existed when you fused them all. So we can flood... I have seen, maybe some of you might know in chat, I've seen some YouTubers that play this, and they just they're doing something, and they just like, click, 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 and without reaching over to the menu on the side, they keep dropping more of a monkey. I don't know how they do that. Like, if I hold shift, that doesn't do it. Is it alt? No. Is it control? No, it's not control, alt, or shift. I don't know how they just like spam down and drop a whole bunch of them at once. There's a hotkey for every single monkey. Maybe that's what it is. They're just hitting that hotkey over and over. Let's see. Hotkeys. Boomerang is W. Oh, oh, I just hold down W. Okay. Oh my god, okay. Alright. Oh wow, I didn't even know you could build over here on the edges. Okay, a lot of boomerangs. Might be too much. I think you need like 16 maxed out. It's about how much money you put into them. So it looks like 042. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There is no bloom.
Okay, I was getting nervous. Oh man, we were I was at 350k. I'm not anymore. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's more than 16. So there's a limit of how much power the Paragon will gain from cash you spend, and there's a limit to how much power it will gain from pops they have achieved. I think I've hit the limit for cash spent, so I'll stop upgrading them. We'll just chill.
There is no bloom.
You know, tell you one thing I would love for this game to have. You see all the buttons across the bottom? This, if you build enough different towers, those buttons go all the way to the right-hand side of the screen. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I need to hit that ability, and then I'm counting in my head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 9 key. I wish they just had the number. As simple as that is, I wish the number for what the ability is would be there. Because sometimes I have to do that. And I've checked the options. I don't see anything like that in there to enable.
No bloom.
It's almost like I need a Bloons overlay. Okay, almost there. 351k. Just 'cause we can.
Even mountains crumble.
Alright, so now we choose the boomerang that's got the best positioning for this. It's probably this guy, honestly. 32. On single player, if you don't have the Geraldo hero, the highest Paragon they can get is 76. So that was a little less than half the potential power, but he's still going to do absolutely stupid damage compared to anything you've seen so far. To hit the maximum power, you've got to spend like a lot of gold on that type of monkey, which we did, and that's where most of the power he got came from. And then you also need to spend. I think as a type, the boomerangs would have had to have gotten 16 million pops for max power from pops, and they had like 1 mil. Like, for example, Spirit of the Forest right now has 1 mil, and Psy has 3 mil. So it's just, if I had just sat on it and waited like another 20 minutes before merging it, it would have been more powerful, but I didn't want to. So, like, right now, if we just watch him, he's at 1.1 mil pops. I'm just gonna let it run. We gotta wait for more DDTs, I guess. Yeah, see, Spirit of the Forest is racking up just constant minor damage because of the thorns. And then, of course, Sai hits the whole map. Oh, here we go. This is something Sai cannot hit. Oh, heavens, there's 2 of them. All right, here we go. So if you look at his damage right now. Look, did you see how fast that thing died? You remember how the last one almost got to the exit? You know what's different? We got this guy. That's it. That's what's different. He just went and killed it. Come on, Sai. Sai sometimes drags out the end of a round because of that animation. Yeah, the Paragons are cool and all have like hidden abilities and stuff like that. Like the Ninja Paragon will throw like those paper bombs from freaking Naruto. He'll throw those across the map onto whatever the biggest thing is. And so even if they're not in his normal attack range, he'll constantly be paper bombing the biggest thing on the screen. And then I think he also slows all non-boss stuff by like 30% or something. Just by him existing.
Even mountains crumble.
But like the Paragons, if you don't understand like at least the basics of farming in this game, and I would say I don't have a master's understanding. I know the basics. You'll never reach them because they're so expensive. You'll be like, how do I get to those things? Can you only have one Paragon? You can have one of each type. So for example, I can now rebuild these 3 things. Like I could, hang on, let me go here. And here's another, so here's this guy that got sacrificed earlier. But even if I rebuild these 3 guys, I cannot make another Glaive Dominus. But you could have one Ninja Paragon, one Boomerang Paragon, one Ship Paragon, one Airplane Paragon, etc. And right now in the game, there's 6 that exist. For example, the Glue Gunner at this time does not have a Paragon. You notice there's not a thing over here. Neither does Druid right now. Neither does Wizard right now. Of the monkeys you guys gave me to play for this map, the only one with a Paragon is the Boomerang. You know what? Just for kicks and giggles, we're gonna sell the Glue Gunner so everything speeds up. And we're going to, let's see, where can we put him? Let's sell Gandalf. I need that spot. And we're gonna put the glue guy at the end so the stuff gets to the glaive guy faster. And you can see, like, he just shoots, it's just like a line of green glaives from his gauntlet. Just spray out now. So Sai over this entire game, okay. This is super dangerous, but I'm not gonna put it on slow time. We're just gonna watch. So, if you look at his damage, he's gonna catch up and pass Sai. Even though Sai instant kill stuff, in like during the time that Sai's animation is going, the glaive guy is going to kill 10 times as much stuff.
Even mountains crumble.
The exception is when I hit Sai's scream button and just nuke the whole screen. That's the only exception. Those swirling blades around him do damage too. Those aren't just cosmetic. Those also are an attack. That's something he inherits from this fella. This guy always has blades around him. Usually, not always. There's one exception to the rule, but the Paragons usually inherit the stuff from their parts. Like this guy has the blades around him, this guy shoots super fast from his arm, and this guy does the knockbacks to the mobs. And this guy inherited all 3 of those techniques.
There is no bloom.
The one weird one is the Engineer. The Engineer Paragon doesn't do 2 of the 3 things of its components. It just does one of them. It almost feels like it's a direct upgrade from one of the things and has nothing to do with the others.
Even mountains crumble.
Let's see here, he's at 6 million right now. If we want to pad some numbers, we could just do that. See, he just jumped up by 500,000. It has overclock, but only on himself. Wait, does he? I thought the Engineer Paragon did not have overclock or ultra boost or XL trap. So he was just turrets. That's it. He's good at that. The turrets are strong.
Everything. There's
10% per round, max at 300%. Is it on himself or his turrets or both? Just to get a better view, because this game is over. We're gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes. I'm gonna sell the money buildings just to watch the glaive guy.
Even mountains crumble.
It's on himself. Okay.
Even mountains crumble.
See, look at him go. It's like a constant line of projectiles. It's just a stream of them.
Yes.
I still want to see the necro for lulz. Sure.
Even mountains crumble.
There you go. This dude in the chair that's just like twitching starts summoning undead balloons which go the other way and crash into the others. That's the necromancer. He pairs well with, let's see, Oben, the druid hero, buffs all magic type monkeys, except ninjas for some reason, which includes the necro. And Azili buffs all undead balloons, which is oddly specific. So Azili pairs well with the necro. And the necro, the Prince of Darkness is what this guy's called. He actually buffs the smaller necros. So if you do this, you see this guy has a buff right here. This guy can only animate the little undead balloons, but they're buffed because this guy's on the field. So you can actually do like an all necro strategy if you want to be spooky. And just tons of undead loons. And then, since we're just showing stuff off, there's the fire guy, which always has a phoenix flying around, which sprays fire at whatever is closest to the exit, and he has a cooldown which turns him into a phoenix, and they can both hit the whole map. This is a fortified BAD. Let's just see what happens. Can Glaive Lord take that out? Or can the Paragon, I mean, take that out? Not a Glaive Lord. Oh wow, that was actually pretty close. It had already wrapped around the island, it was about to go out the exit. Now, I could have done the call to arms and buffed the attack of all the other stuff, but I just wanted to see. Alright, so, even though he's been alive a fraction of the time, our Glaive Dominus has just passed 8 million pops and has caught up to Psy. Yeah, Paragon's OP, but they take forever to reach. Alright. And just because we were talking about them, I'll just show them off. If I go to monkeys here, the Paragons that currently exist in the game. The Dart Monkey, which you can have the Ultra Juggernaut, the Fan Club, or the Crossbow Master becomes the Apex Plasma Master, which is this guy here. Then the Buccaneer. This is my favorite Paragon. The Buccaneer, this little ship, he can upgrade into a Pirate Lord, and he has harpoons, and you hit a button and it shoots a harpoon out and ropes Moab, and he pulls it in and it just goes nope, like he just eats it, and it vanishes and you get double money. And so it's a cool button. And then the flagship has airplanes that fly around, and they can hit anything on the maps. Also, you can build monkeys on the deck of the ship. So it allows you to put some stuff on the water that you normally couldn't. And then the Trade Empire is just money. It's a ship, it has an attack, but it also generates a ton of cash. Combine them all and you get the Navarch of the Seas, which is a pissed off pirate guy on a ship that you can build on the deck. It fires fighter airplanes that come off of it, and it has 10 harpoons per round, which rope in blimps and pull them in. And also has a button you can only use twice per round, which pulls in the BADs. It insta-kills those giant purple blimps. It's absolutely stupid fun. And also generates money. It generates money too. It does all of their things and then like, but times 10. So it's crazy good. It's a lot of fun. Then let's see, what else is there? Oh, Monkey Ace. This guy lags my computer so much. Okay, so there's Flying Fortress, which does a bunch of bombs and stuff. Sky Shredder. You see how many darts are even in the icon? It does like 20 times that. It just sprays darts everywhere. It just lags your whole screen. And Tsar Bomba, it's a kind of a crappy plane, but then it has a button, and if you do it, it just nukes the whole screen with a massive bomb. You combine all three, you get the Goliath Doom Ship, which is a plane with like 20 smaller planes, and it's just farting out like 100 missiles in all directions every second. Insanely strong, and very like epileptic seizure inducing to watch it. And it has a button that does like a bombing run. Let's see, Wizard Superman. It's not technically a paragon, but when you build the Sun Temple, it sacrifices all the stuff near it to make it stronger. Then when you build the Sun God from the temple, it again sacrifices everything around it to make it stronger. So the true Sun God, and then there's a hidden thing called the Vengeful True Sun God, are like the strongest things among the strongest things in the game, despite the fact that it's not a paragon. Also, weird thing, the Super Monkey actually upgrades from Superman into Batman if you go down this route. Weird fact. Let's see, Druid doesn't have one. Ninja has a paragon. He's got the Grandmaster Ninja with just 10 million shuriken. The Saboteur, which can make blimps have less health if you use his button before they spawn. And the Master Bomber, which throws the sticky bombs on stuff. And they become the Ascended Shadow, which has every Naruto power ever. He slows down and blimps anywhere on the screen. He does a bunch of damage around him, and he throws these little paper bombs like in Naruto to whatever the biggest thing is on the map constantly. Just one target on the paper bombs at a time, but that's not even his normal attack. That's something extra he does. And the Engineer Monkey. So Sentry Champion, he just makes tons of turrets, and they all have an attack. Ultra Boost, he gets a button you use on someone else, and that something else does whatever it was doing way fast. It's like 60% faster or something. So you use it to speed up someone else and make them stronger. And then XL Trap is it's like the Ghostbuster trap, but it pulls in balloons and then you get double money from it. So it's easy to rack up a lot of pops on this. And then they become the Master Builder, which is a monkey driving a mech warrior, and it will place gigantic turrets, and one of them places smaller turrets. So he's got pets that have pets. It's essentially just a super roided out version of this guy. I just learned 5 minutes ago it apparently does this on himself, but I didn't know that. And it has nothing of this. Like usually if I build this guy, I then rebuild this guy right after, because this is lost. And that's it. I've only been into this game for a few months. I'm in love with it. The other buildings don't have, like, the cannon. There's no cannon paragon. There's no glue gunner paragon yet. But looking forward to seeing it. Apparently, like, every couple months they had a new one. How many paragons did you cover? All 6 of them. There's 6 paragons, and then there's the Sun God. It's like you can go... Hold on a sec. If I go into Monkey Meadow, easy, go into Sandbox mode. So you can do... Let me see. No, that's fine. Hang on. Wait. What? Where's the Paragon button? You can do Paragon in Sandbox, can't you? Maybe you can't do Paragon in Sandbox. I thought you could. Turret guy, overclock guy. Weird. Maybe, okay, maybe you can't. I think you can do the Sun God though. Like he becomes the Sun Avatar, and then when you do the upgrade to the Sun Temple, it basically it'll sacrifice everything near it to make it stronger, and it warns you. And then it becomes this thing. And then again, you'd usually put really expensive stuff there. And then you do it again, and it becomes this. And then there's this other hidden thing that you cannot do in Sandbox called Vengeful True Sun God, which is a step above this. But yeah, this is one of the strongest things in the game too. You cannot do Paragons in Sandbox. I didn't know that. I don't spend a lot of time in Sandbox. I did not know that. Oh, I'm glad I got to show the one earlier. All right. Well, chat, I dragged out that last match a little bit because we were like 10 minutes away from the end time. I hope you guys enjoyed this Mutiny Monday. It was pretty well received, so I'll probably do this again next Monday. I have to keep finding more games that you guys can sabotage me with. And it was interesting. I learned a lot about Twitch integration Bloons tonight that I